So we are live on Twitch.
All right, let me bring the thing you did then. All right, posting it.
For how long?
Oh, by the way, there's
Oh,
there's a Apple review on the American one.
Oh, is there? Do you want to copy and paste it?
What do you mean on the American one?
We have an American one?
Yeah. So you don't see the English and the American.
You only see reviews for your country.
What?
That's not convenient, is it? Really?
Well, it depends where you're
The way it works. Yeah.
sourcing these reviews from.
Yeah, go on then. I'll try to find it if I can. Give me a second.
Right. Okay. So I'm happy. We are loaded. Is there anything anyone wants to talk about that's not private? Just let our fans listen.
What's your wife's OnlyFans called?
Daniel Dot.
Nothing really.
Nothing. Yeah.
I
Nada.
wouldn't say your mum's, but I thought that'd be
I'm
too
trying to
obvious.
find.
Bit
I'm
harsh.
trying
I
to
saw
find
my
that-
mama.
Trying to find your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that GIF for you, Ian. And so far, I'm scrolling through all our things, and
Yeah,
I've seen
so am I.
that. I've seen that nodding GIF of the dude who's feeling like
Yeah, I've been looking at it
about
for
8 times. I think I used it too much.
I wonder if someone deleted it. I wonder.
Yeah, some sort of mod.
Oh, there it is again.
The
It
thing
can't
is,
have been
though,
this far back. It was
I'm
after
gonna-
Christmas, wasn't it? 'Cause I
I'm
know
just going to sit through the whole podcast just...
Scrolling, and then all of a sudden,
Everyone
when
stay
you're ready
quiet
to talk,
until we
I
find
found
it.
it.
Do you know what? There's an easier way of doing this, isn't
Found
there?
it, yes!
Yeah. Oh, you found it?
Oh, you got it. All right.
No, he hasn't found it. He's still looking. You can see by his eyes.
There's an easier way of doing it. Where is he?
You got it?
Not yet.
Let me just. I have to say.
If he gets back to me.
I was trying to search for everything that Rocker had posted, but it wasn't coming
Oh
up
yeah,
that
it's
way
just
either.
easier to ask Rorker, which someone else
Exactly.
Yeah.
did. Okay.
I didn't know if Rocker was going to answer in time, so...
Yeah, he might do. So are we ready to go then?
Yeah. Do you see there's some podcast questions in the Discord as well?
Yeah. Actually, that's what I meant to do. Do you want to carry on doing?
We've got about 300.
Oh, fuck, it's driving me mad. Are you sure you want to keep on going with the gamers 30-day challenge?
It's up to you, lads.
Yes, I have been thinking all week for an answer.
Yeah.
Yes, I am happy to go.
We
with
could
that.
do it. We could do it quickly though, and then we could only answer one question.
Well, yeah,
than
we're only going to
everyone's
answer one question.
Yeah, we'll do that in one.
Yeah,
one
just do
sort of-
one. Just do one a
One
week.
listener question.
Yeah, we'll do one listener question. That's fine.
I know Dan gets angry if the podcast is more than 1 hour.
Oh, man, he gets the rage.
53 minutes only.
I had that text the other day. It should not be more than an hour. Hour is what we set out from the beginning, and this is what it must stick to.
This is what I want it to stick to.
Found that.
Yes, let's see.
Oh no, that's no good. That's not the question.
I need to find the review thing, but I don't know if I take a screenshot of it.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Oh, I can even download it onto my computer. Oh, beautiful.
Oh god. Right, V.
Love it.
Right,
Just
there
need
we
to
go.
chuck it in the Discord now.
Oh,
All over
in
the place.
the podcast, WhatsApp or something.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right, done. Okay. So the questions are. I've done that. Okay. So it's what game you've recently played, what you're looking forward to, and was disappointed. Right. Let's go.
I'm all at a piece. I'm all at a piece for the gaff.
I love the fact no one read my bloody thing of pick one game.
I put one game.
I put one game.
I didn't put a game.
So what are you talking about?
Oh no, someone.
Yeah, Graham. Fucking Graham, innit?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was looking.
Graham.
Pick
we
one
doing?
game to talk about. Someone put language of love for me. Fuck you. I can talk about that game if you want. Happily talk about that game.
Right. Okay.
You want me to moan for about half an hour?
No, because that will take the podcast over the allotted time.
Pick one game. Only one game. What game have I played this week?
This is what you said from friggin' last week's episode. You
fine.
shizers.
I only put 2 because it's to reference the other one because I've completed one and moved on to the next one.
Oh god, you've put that in the chat. Oh, it doesn't play. That's good.
Does it not?
No,
No,
It
it's
literally
just
just came up as an image.
it's just
Oh,
a still.
for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
I mean, I look damn sexy.
Yeah.
Right, are you guys ready? Because we're going to do a podcast.
I'm ready.
yeah.
Let's do
I'll
this.
try and find a review for next week. I can find one of them, but I can't.
Yeah, well, and it's
Copy
Nell,
paste it.
Nell Fresh, isn't it? I swear to God.
You're recording, Ian.
Have we checked that we actually got audio on
Shall I
Twitch?
can send you the screenshot, Dan, and you can read it out.
Yeah.
Fucking carnage.
Have Yeah, does anyone want to check
Right,
Twitch?
I'm just doing it now.
Cool. Everyone talking? I mean, the two people that are in there now, could you let
Yeah,
us know?
yeah.
if
Dan,
you
you
can
got a
hear?
WhatsApp web, haven't you?
I have not. No, just WhatsApp it to my phone and I'll read it off that.
I have. Cool. That's one of them, and the other one is coming to you.
Greg, can you say something?
We'd
No.
have to read both this week because
What do you want me to say?
How do?
I can't remember how to get it on my PC.
All right, no worries. Can everyone chat? Test.
Beef curtains.
There you go, mate. There's 2 reviews we got.
Cool.
The other one's longer because it's from Ross. Our Ross, not that Ross. The other
Okay.
Ross.
Hang on. Can you check out? Yeah, Greg. Ross.
Hello.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
Jesus.
cool, sorry.
Wow.
There we go. There's your audio check.
Wow.
I'll start
yeah.
Thanks, Ian,
recording
for making that harder than it needs to be.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to start the intro.
now. I'll press record.
Right. Okay. 3, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 23 of Xbox Tavern's podcast. I am your host, Daniel, and I should have reread this blooming show notes because I can't believe people have put that in there. Joining me this week is Jamie,
Hello.
Ross,
Hello.
Ian,
Hi.
and Graham. Who the hell
Hello.
put that down? How are we doing, gents? How are we doing?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Good.
Very well.
Good. I suppose really I should be saying Happy to Easter for everyone that has joined us. How's your Easter going? Who's that? Lots of chocolate.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I think I've got 2 left.
2 left. I can see them in the background actually.
3 left. Sorry, there's a Galaxy one up there as well.
Oh, very nice. Fantastic. Well, glad everyone's having a good Easter. Right, let's get into some housekeeping. We are now affiliated on Twitch. So head over
Yes.
to twitch.tv/Xbox Tavern. You are more than welcome to subscribe to us. So if you have Amazon Prime, just hit that button and you can give us a free sub. All the funds that we collect from this, I'm sure we'll do some sort of giveaway because we're so nice like that. And also, we currently have a giveaway that's probably 2 days left. So,
Yeah, 2 days.
Yep, 2 days. So go over to our Twitter account. That's at Xbox Tavern. It's a Gleam giveaway. Just all you have to do is like follow, subscribe, look at the website, etc., and you'll get to win £25 or dollars or whatever else your currency is. And we'll be picking a win next week. So we'll do that on the podcast live, I guess. Should we get straight into it, guys?
That's wrong.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I forgot to shout out the Apple review for this week. I'm shaking my head already. So, A. Nell Fresh, thank you very much for your review, and here it comes. The only bad thing about this podcast is that no one is single. Dan may not complete many games, but he certainly completes me. I swear to God, these are not me.
It's fine if it's you, if you love yourself that much.
Hi, Dan's mum.
Yeah, hi Dan. Thanks for
Well, that's a
following.
bit of creep if it's Dan's mum.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Send in your weird, wonderful Apple reviews on Apple Podcast, and we'll read it
Earlier
out.
the better.
Yeah, within reason. So we are getting into the topic of the week. This week, via Xbox Wire, it has been announced backward compatibility program is heading to the cloud. They're pushing some Xbox Classic games from the Xbox and the Xbox 360. I will read out the games and then we'll see what the co-hosts think. We will be getting Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Kazooie, Double Dragon Neon, Fable 2, Fallout New Vegas, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears of War Judgment, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, Perfect Dark 0, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I can't do my Roman numerals. And then Viva Pinata with touch control, and then Viva Pinata TIP, whatever the hell that is.
Trouble in Paradise, I believe. that stands
Travel
for.
in Paradise. Well, so you're the resident Viva Pinata expert, Jay.
My wife is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
loves it.
We
Let's.
just knows how to read games.
All right, okay. I don't. It's a bit harsh. We'll go with Jay first. What do you think of this? This all jumping in and heading to xCloud.
It can only be a good thing, surely. Chucking, I think, I think they put it in their press release where they said it basically turns it into a retro style, your mobile phone into a retro handheld, which it effectively does. And that's a pretty cracking selection of games to start with as well. I mean, the Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, and Skyrim was one of them. Sorry, or no, Morrowind. Sorry, wasn't it?
Morrowind, yeah.
Yeah, that's already going to drain your battery life 100 times over.
No. See, I think they listen to this podcast and realize Jamie still really needs to play Fallout New Vegas. This is how we're going to get Jamie to play Fallout New Vegas. Put on his phone, so he has no excuse. Like, oh, I've got no restore pace, or I'm away, so I can't play it. Nope.
Do you know what? That's a good shout, actually. And I could delete off my hard drive now, couldn't I? And then just pretend to forget to play it on there instead.
Ooh.
That's terrible. That is.
But yeah, no, very good news. I'm looking forward to them adding some more. But yeah, good.
Great. What do you reckon? With is this something you'd use? Well, when we're allowed to use it.
So in the cloud, yeah, it is obviously. It's a good selection. You'll make any selection bigger. It's only going to get better. But yeah, it's good to see some of the old stuff making it to the cloud as well, so you can get a taste of it on there as well. Yeah.
Ross, what are your feelings?
Once we eventually get it in iOS, it'll be more suitable for me. But no, it's good to see that they're bringing back some, not just old games, but some sort of top tier Fallout New Vegas, the Elder Scrolls series, Gears. It's good to be able to play some of the old classics on the go.
Yeah. So, Ian, are you? Is this going to help you cap some of those achievements, or are you just going to stay away like a?
No, I'll
He's probably got them all already, hasn't he?
Yeah,
there's a lot of Gears for you to enjoy there, Ian. I think.
Oh yeah,
There is.
Makes my
Some
stomach
Gears
turn
goodness.
a bit with that seeing the Gears games there. But yeah, definitely go back into Fallout New Vegas again. Definitely both banjos. Do love them. I might look into Viva Pinata because it's meant to be really good.
It's a strange game, Viva Pinata. Very
It is.
weird.
I actually started playing it a couple of weeks ago with the kids because I thought they might like it, and I ended up sitting there just playing it for a couple of hours on my own. They got bored and wandered off.
I do notice it's most of the ones from Where Replay, so I imagine that's probably why it is, because I think all of them are from Where Replay actually, or the Xbox.
Bethesda.
Yeah, except for the Bethesda ones, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking more.
And
Yeah, it'd be
Gears.
good, because you get play your Viva Pinatas and stuff from Where Replay.
Has any of you tried any of the other ones with touch controls? Yeah.
I tried Killer Instinct with touch controls, and that was it. It put me off. But apparently, I think you said Tell Me Why is meant to be really good with it, isn't it?
Yeah, Tell Me Why worked all right, but I can't imagine which ones was it. Sorry, I'm just having a look again.
Oh, Hot Shot Racing, I tried that as well, and that was not too bad because that's called arcade feel.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad.
I think Viva Pinata might work quite well. I'm not sure about Jetpack Refueled. I haven't really played that before. But...
It's not too bad because normally you only need is 2 buttons, really, isn't the jump and then the drop in the fuel.
Yeah.
It's
So it's not too bad.
It's definitely interesting. Them loading up now kind of backward compatible games heading into xCloud. I reckon, obviously, they're going to push more and more in, and it's going to be a case of once this finally launches on iOS, there'll be this nice, big, huge, you can play over 200-300 games. It's going to be absolutely
That's where they're going,
crazy.
isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I think. Go on, Ross.
Just thinking of things like, what would you rather play? Would you rather play Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch or propping it up on an iPad with a controller?
Switch.
It's
Sorry,
It's a
I meant
no-brainer.
iPad. Sorry.
What to say, really?
Because a proper contrarian there. Fuck you
Yeah.
in your high definition.
As my Switch
Sorry.
blows up in my hand.
yeah. So it's as soon as we start being able to get, obviously from an iOS point of view, desperate for it to hurry up and get the web browser sorted. But for all the Android users that already have it, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it sort of makes the Switch null and void apart from first-party games.
As I said, I think this is going to be launching now come I think it will be the summer. There'll be some sort of summer launch, or their version of E3, and then we'll see.
E3.
So there's been there was someone on Twitter, I can't think who it was, mentioned about when's xCloud coming, and then Phil Spencer himself replied and put soon, and then I think it was Xbox, one of their Twitter accounts, just had the eyes. So I can see it dropping very soon, and I would imagine with a few more games, obviously.
There'll be something big. For when the iOS drops, they'll drop it with something big.
I think so. I think this is I suppose this is what they want with Game Pass. This is the final push.
Just adding more and more value to it, aren't they? I mean, obviously, I guess we'll get onto the other value-added Game Pass game shortly, but...
Well, I suppose it's possibly a perfect segue.
That's...
So, Sony Interactive, Sony Studios, Sony's MLB The Show was coming to Xbox, which was a massive deal anyway. However, when was it? Friday or Thursday? They announced it's dropping into Game Pass day and date. So on the 21st of April, if you haven't played MLB The Show, don't know what MLB The Show is, you get to try it within your subscription, essentially for free. Or if you haven't got it, for £1 or $1, you can play the hell out of MLB The Show. Now, this is unreal. Ross, what are you feeling? Am I right in saying that you play a bit of baseball?
I've played the RBI games on Xbox. I played MLB last year on the PlayStation. I got into it through a friend who said that MLB The Show was a great game to play, and he's played it. I think it was the first one, 2018. So he's bought it every year since then. So what's that? 18, 19, 20. That's £180 he's spent on the MLB series. It's going to be 240 next year this year when he buys the show. And I'm getting the brand new one from a Sony studio for the cost of what I already pay for Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, for no more than about $11.99 or something in that month.
It's unreal that Xbox have managed to do this, and obviously MLB were pushing that you can't just have on PlayStation and X, Y, and Z. But for the fact that Microsoft managed to get it in a Game Pass on day one, it's like a massive kick in the teeth.
And it's across the board as well, isn't it? It's not just on Xbox. It's on Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Cloud. It's not PC, I don't think, no, is it?
No.
No.
But that's incredible. Like you said, a Sony first-party exclusive has made
straight
the jump
into Game Pass.
And straight into Game Pass, where you can get it, or you can pay what you have, $70, 70 quid on the PS5 for it.
Yeah,
it's mad, absolutely mad.
70, yeah, it's going at 70. It's $70, £60.
Yeah. So that's essentially almost 7 months worth of Game Pass.
Yeah. So if you only play that game in Game Pass for 7 months, that's your value for there. Never factor in anything else in Game Pass. It's utter craziness.
That's mental. Ian, will you be jumping in and trying this out?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Love my American sports, so that'd be one for me definitely to play. So yeah, I'm definitely
Red Sox.
Of course.
Good man.
You two have got a connection here.
It's all the Boston teams. So that's one for me.
Boston. Yeah, weird.
His football team's suspicious, but I'll give him his American teams.
Yeah. Well.
Graham, do you think you'll be trying this out?
I don't know. I haven't got into a decent baseball game for a long time. I think the last one I got into was like Frank Hurt's Big Hurt Baseball, whatever it was. I think it was on the Dreamcast or something. But no, I haven't played a baseball game for a while, but I'll give it a go, of course.
Jay, what's your feelings about it
Gaming
coming?
and sports.
The game itself, I couldn't give a shit about, to be honest.
Well, this is why I said, what do you think about it coming to the
But
to the
as I said, coming to Xbox and coming to Game Pass is just bonkers. I still, like I said, I don't care about baseball or any sports in general, but it's such a big deal considering Sony's historic reluctance to do anything for anyone else, any other platformers or anything like that. Whereas Xbox and Nintendo have had that sort of fusion going on with like ports and Ori and sort of cross-platform play and stuff, and Sony were the last ones to fall there. And now they're making the game they're gonna chuck it into our opposing game service. It's absolutely destroying us. Why not?
I've got a theory on this, and I reckon it works twofold. This is one. I'm sure Sony will be able to get stats on how many people will be playing it on Game Pass, so they'll be able to see what kind of metrics and numbers, and possibly feel out whether a Sony version of Game Pass would work.
Yeah.
And also, this is, depending how long the MLB The Show is going to be in Game Pass, this is possibly like a little bit of a crack taste. It's like, oh, Xbox fans, have a little taste of this, see what you think. And then, maybe it leaves after 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And then people have to go out and spend the extra £70, $70. So Sony will be winning in both fronts, because I'm sure, Microsoft have had to pay a fair amount to get this into Game Pass. So this is like a win-win for Sony, my feeling anyway.
Yeah, they're definitely coming out of it the better off, I think, as you said, because there's still going to be some people who are going to buy it regardless, whether it's on Xbox or PlayStation. And obviously, as you said, if they get it in Game Pass, then they have to buy it when it leaves. They're going to win again. And then do you reckon this will set them up for like the yearly release coming into Game Pass? First month or two, and then every year, just get everyone in at least.
I think so. I think it will be a case of if this works for them, the way they see it, it is a possible, here's that, have it for a month and then take it away and then watch the sales drive up.
Yeah, it's mad. It's just absolutely stunning where we are now, considering the platform wars and the console wars and all the idiots on Twitter going, oh, my console can do RDNA 3.567 and yours can't do it at all. Fuck you, guy. And now they're probably crying. I had MLB and now it's gone on the other platform and I can still play it, but I don't want them to play it. That's the important thing.
I want to keep my ball. Have you seen the meme of is it Don Matrick morphing into the Sony's head of games thing? And then they've got Game Pass. So they've got Don Matrick, a picture of him, and then he morphs twice into Sony's. I can't think of what his name is, but it morphs into the head, and then it's like got Game Pass at the bottom, and it's just how Don Matrick obviously screwed up the Xbox One launch, and now this guy is screwing up supposedly the PS5 launch.
You keep saying his name. I didn't think we were allowed to swear on here very much.
Hey.
But then, I've said it before.
Stupid man.
But you say that. He did say what the console was going to be, and here we are, and it's true. It's always online. It's always live.
He did it with a smug look on his face.
He looked like, he needed a punch in the face, but he was right, which is the worst part. I don't think we were ready for it, were we?
Well, we're not allowed to say he was right because otherwise we'll get the fanboys on us now. You can't.
He was true. That's the thing, though. It was just too early.
Yeah.
The fact that people are, I've been digital game. I'm never going to buy my games digitally. I'm always going to buy discs.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it now.
Yeah.
Someone gives you a disc. You're like, what? I've got to get up and reach over and press the button.
Doesn't even go in one of the consoles I've got.
One of the things, like I had the disc of Fallout 4 and it was on Game Pass and I played it once on Game Pass. Left Game Pass, like I'm not going to play this anymore. Comes back to Game Pass. Oh, I can play it now. It's like, no, I've still got the disc though. It almost makes no sense. It's like I can play it anytime I want, but because it's not on Game Pass, I can play it again now. Like no.
That mental
wild speculation time. Then obviously this is not technically a Sony game because they're working on MLB, but do you think if they chuck this in Game Pass and they see it working out, do you think that either they'll be more open to bringing Game Pass to PlayStation, or they'll be more open to bring in not necessarily their top tier games, but some of the maybe something like Ratchet and Clank or something to Xbox as well as like a
the world would implode.
Something like Ori going to Switch and stuff like that.
This had massive amount of pressure from MLB by itself, like the actual Major League Baseball were screaming at Sony saying you cannot have the full rights to the MLB baseball game. You need to let this go to other places. There's nothing else like that on Sony that they'll go. You're not going to the God of War devs going, Sony, no, you need to start giving this to Xbox. It's never going to happen. As much as I would like, if God of War came to Xbox, would just be
the world would implode.
Yeah, or even Uncharted. Like
even like I like something like what's it called? The robots one. What's that one called? The girl.
Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn.
That came to PC. That's for the PC, didn't it?
So,
and look the uproar that did for the PC version. How much uproar that caused.
Yeah,
imagine a similar title coming to Xbox. It was just like carnage.
The second one's coming to PC, not right away, but it's already confirmed that it will be on PC. So that one has a little bit more viability of moving elsewhere. But like Uncharted, God of War.
The thing is, if they brought Uncharted and Last of Us to Xbox, Graham would have no excuse not to blame them.
Then. Bloody would.
So I don't blame him for Uncharted.
In fairness, do you know, like I couldn't really get Uncharted either. Last of Us was good. It was slow, but it was good.
Yeah, that was right. But Uncharted, I played the first one, and that nearly made me want to commit suicide. I played the second one, and then I was like, I'm not playing this anymore. This is terrible.
I genuinely think if Graham played at least The Last of Us, I think he'd really like it. He might like not get on Uncharted. But
Last of Us is all right. Uncharted, no, Graham, don't torture yourself.
Do you know the thing is? See if I wanted to play Uncharted, I'd play Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider's not too bad though.
It's faster. It's got just as many puzzles, and maybe the lead character isn't quite as entertaining, but I think that's more the voice actor than it is the actual character.
Yeah, she's too dour and based, whereas at least Nathan. Anyway, we're talking about PlayStation. What color are we? We're green.
You're falling off a cliff.
Sorry, I mean PlayStation. Gay. This sucks. Get rid of it.
It's. I think it.
Throw in a bin.
As Ian said, I think the world will explode. I don't think there'll be any more Sony games coming to Xbox. You'll be lucky just to get it on the PC, and that's it.
Why doesn't Xbox buy the Killzone studio and bring that back out?
Oh, Killzone!
They're not that stupid.
Killzone was good.
Yeah, but they're the guys doing Horizon Zero Dawn, aren't they? So
thing is, I do also think maybe Sony needed the money as well. Like everyone thinks, Sony got loads of money, but they're actually in debt.
Yeah, Microsoft. We've got some money down the back.
Microsoft, Xbox is like
a couple of billion. Yeah,
no.
Under the sofa. I think Xbox in Microsoft is like 7% of their revenue, if that. Whereas Sony PlayStation is like 67% of their revenue.
Oh yeah.
What I found it quite amazing is how they dropped that Outriders was coming, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this third-party game! It's coming out day and date." And then literally 3 or 4 days later, it was like, "Oh yeah, and we've got this," and just everyone's just gone bang. Mind has been blown completely.
Just absolutely smashing it between, like you said, Outriders, this, and then the backwards compatible games as well.
So, yeah,
if you can
it
actually
makes some people think that they'll probably start moaning if a game doesn't come to Game Pass when it comes out.
Well, sorry, go on.
Well, I was going to go on. You do your question, because mine was going to go completely off topic.
I was just going to say, have you seen again, going back to the wonderful people on the internet? You know, they're all very happy and chappy and friendly and lovely. Have you seen the idiots trying to get things like cancel Game Pass trend in the West nonsense?
No.
Because apparently it's hurting the industry because the devs aren't getting a fair chance because their game's going straight into Game Pass day one and they're not getting a chance to sell it. Fuck off.
Yeah, they're not getting a chance to sell it
because paid. Because it's loads.
Microsoft are going, here is a massive big bag of money. There you go.
Exactly.
You get this day one.
Yeah,
for that.
Basically, yeah.
Exactly.
The thing is, though, most of the games as well, I've got a year lease, so they'll be like, "We want your game on Game Pass for a year. Here's all this money," and then they'll go back. Then they'll go, "You have to pay for it afterwards." They're like, yeah, "Okay." Yeah. They work out the sales of roughly what it could be and how much they'll make, and then they go, "Okay, we'll pay you this much extra for it to come through." That's estimating on your sale figures as well.
The stupid fanboys that are just going, well, the Xbox people are getting it in their subscription, but I have to pay, and I don't think it's fair. So fuck you, basically. You have to pay as well.
The devs are the first one going, "Shut up, knobheads."
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if we get this money, we can actually make a second game.
Yeah, wait. As they're going like this with their money. 1, 2.
Yeah.
You're the one that chose Sony, knobheads.
Yeah,
There's the last 2 months with our Project Game Pass. Had it not been for that, I would never have touched Winter Project. I would never touch Killer Queen B. People like myself who don't play smaller title games are getting introduced to these games because they're in Game Pass. If you said I had to go and spend £30 to go and play Killer Queen B, I'd be like, No,
Yeah.
not a chance. But they've already got their money from Microsoft. So anybody who picks up and starts playing it after the fact it's went into Game Pass, the devs are only going to see a benefit from that.
There's so many hidden gems I've found through Game
Exactly.
Pass. I never even considered touching.
I
And
Keep eyes
I only
peeled on
care
the
about
YouTube channel.
AAA games. No, give those smaller devs a chance because they're actually some fun games.
I was going to say, I love the fact that Jamie wrote a review about the game, and I put a very small little bit in the in his review, which was quoted, and the devs actually quoted what I put,
Yep.
which was like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I
have
saw
played this game. I wouldn't have touched this game. I thought it was bad. Actually, it's all right.
But they missed out the actually bit. It was brilliant.
Well, yeah, so it was quite amusing. It was really was amusing.
But
They're
it is
quite
good.
friendly
You
people
should play
don't know.
You should
Yeah,
definitely get on it.
Definitely get on
very
it.
good.
Right. We're going to go to our last story of the week, which is a little bit sad. We touched on it very gently. Oops, hit my microphone. Outriders came out. Outriders servers, God knows what happened to them. Couldn't handle the amount of people playing it.
That's it. Cancel Game Pass. Too many people
Yep.
playing at once.
Yeah.
Too many
I
people
can't get on
playing
my
this.
game. Too many people are playing this game. That's fun.
That genuinely was one of the ones one of their arguments. Too many people because of Game Pass, so they should, that's why they should
Oh,
cancel.
I saw that. Yeah, too many people are trying to play your game. This is why it's not working.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I would imagine most devs want their servers to crash for the amount of people playing this game. So on the 2nd of April, Outriders tweeted out, "We are currently running checks on the restored infrastructure now to ensure it's operating as intended." It was basically, as soon as it launched, you could play it for a little bit and then servers would drop out. People wouldn't be able to party up. You wouldn't be able to play the game, whether it was co-oping, whether it was online, whether it was single player. So they've had a really rough start to their launch in Game Pass. But
Too many players.
I also saw
That's
that
it. Too
there are
many.
more people playing Outriders than are playing Marvel Avengers.
Shocker. Never.
I mean, that's just
That's a stat
what?
that you needed.
Shock
Yeah.
horror.
Just what you want. I don't even know how to question this to you guys. What do you think Outriders has the legs to carry on and kind of overcome this infrastructure issue or too many people playing it? What do you think, Graham?
It needs more time. Still early days yet. You can't really sort of justify it now. You need to at least give it a couple more weeks before making any kind of judgment around that.
Yeah. I think you're right there.
It's just end of the day. It's an online platform. It's an online game. These things happen. They clearly they've underestimated the amount of load the servers will have because obviously more people are playing it because of Game Pass. So
Cancel.
Yeah.
Cancel.
It does
that's
surprise me
it. It
that still
happens. So
happens.
they'll buy more servers, put the infrastructure in. Even if they rent servers, more servers for 6 months until the thing drops down a bit. It just takes that time to do it. And unfortunately, stuff with server base take time for it to all change around and do stuff. So it'll be fixed soon. You just got to wait a little bit.
Did you say that you couldn't even play single player though?
So they
you
were
couldn't
dropping
run anything,
out
apparently.
some single
That's
players.
the only issue I've got with this whole problem with Outriders is that they didn't allow single player to be offline. If they had done that, I think you'd have found a lot of people would have. I think a lot more people would have had a lot more success playing it. As much as people are grouping up, the single player side of things should have been available to play on your local device.
So this
Might not
is
have been as much of a load at that point as well.
Exactly,
They allowed
yeah.
you to do that.
possibly. I do feel that Outriders it has been made and has been the way it's there is for teaming up and playing together. So I've played a couple of times alone, and I do find that the way the enemies keep respawning or keep coming out of nooks and crannies, and it needs a minimum of 2 players to play this game. I don't think this game is ever intended to be a single player experience.
What this game strikes me as is it's a Destiny game that people who play this just could be through my sort of gearbox tinted glasses. It's a Destiny game that Borderlands players will love because you get a lot of benefits by being super aggressive. You heal better if you're super aggressive and things like that, which is Borderlands. You don't hide behind cover. You don't there's nothing strategic about Borderlands. It's go in, guns blazing, and get the benefits of doing that way. But it then has the Destiny grind, the Destiny loot system, the crafting, things like that. So the squad-based side of it comes from Destiny, but I think with the solo play, you can still do it. You just don't get the same Destiny type feel from it.
I think that's a fair shout. I do see that kind of that. It is essentially a loot and shoot game.
Is it Schluter?
Schluter,
yeah.
Looter.
But it's definitely, as Ross mentioned, with your. I mean, I've been playing it, and it'll be later on with the games we've played. But as you're going through and playing, you don't heal up by hiding. You have to heal up by shooting people in the face and killing them. It's the only way you heal. It's kind of like the Borderlands second chance mode, isn't it? Where
you get back in the game by killing somebody.
Yeah, which is good. Has anyone else tried this out?
I don't even know what it's about, to be honest. Is it first or third person? Is it like just all that action? Is there any sort of RPG stuff to it? I haven't got the storyline
the storyline of it is meant to be fantastic. There's people I know who are rolling anywhere between level 15 and level 30 who said that once you get past the sort of level 10, 12 mark, everything branches out, and that's where the crafting becomes a lot more prevalent. The loot starts to improve, and then the storyline really ramps up. So apparently there is a really good story behind it, but I've not got far enough in to really experience the story yet.
Yeah, so it's third person, very Gears of War-esque. So you've got that
over
Gears,
the shoulder type idea.
Over the shoulder. There is cover there if you need it.
Do you think you're going to complete it, Dan?
No.
Please do not swear at me like that.
I saw a GIF earlier on from our friend at Life is Xbox who put something about massive spiders, and they kind of look like the what were they called? The massive spider type things in Gears, the ones that come out of the ground. I forget their name now.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
It kind of looked like one of them, so that kind of piqued my interest. But that was about as far as I got so far.
It's
from what I've heard, one of the bosses is a lava spider that then goes to a second stage of a lava spider worm.
Okay, I think that must have been the one he was on about then.
Yeah.
He was like, "There's always fucking spiders."
I'll have to look. I haven't got that far yet. So good. So we think it will plough through, and Outriders will be
as long as it's on Game Pass for a little while longer and not coming out next month or something. I think it should be all right.
So
they'll fix the servers, and once the servers are up, I mean, nobody's actually had a complaint about the game. It's not like, the game's terribly buggy, or there's terrible loot, or it's.
Well, they can't play it to find out, can they?
No, it's true, yeah. It's just people are getting into the games, it's staying in the games that seem to be the issue.
Yeah, I'm hoping to jump in some more, but so we'll see how this fares. Hopefully, it won't have like an Anthem effect and. Die its death.
Only 3 players as well, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I had to think there. I was like, yes, it is. So those are the news stories we picked up this week. We are going to jump into question of the week. Or questions of the week.
Wait, I'm muted. Hang on. I muted myself. What dickhead. Who's picking up a mini fridge?
Me.
Oh,
see it. Love it. Want it.
Graham looks well confused.
Already authorised it with the wife.
Is this the Xbox mini fridge?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us.
Are they actually bringing it out then?
Yes, they are.
Tell us the full story, Jay.
Where? Where? How? Where did I get this?
You saw the ones that they did with The Rock, where he sent out his energy drinks. Zoa or whatever it's called. There was some Twitter poll recently where they were like battling the brands of
brand battle.
What people were fighting, voting for each other, and the final
saw it.
down
Skittles versus
Xbox, and Xbox won. And I think Aaron Greenberg said that if they won before, like if you were prior to them winning, if they actually did win, they'd release the mini fridge for people to buy.
So yeah,
they ended up winning by about 0.5% or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was tight.
So Skittles were absolutely
at least 1%. Yeah, it was 1%.
Rinsing Xbox, and then all of a sudden you saw, Greenberg and a few of the others saying, "Right, come on, guys, this is it. Let's push through these tweets for the poll." And then all of a sudden you saw Xbox take this massive, huge lead, and And then Skittles were just pegging it back, weren't they? And I think it was at one point.
Yeah, they
it was
kept
like,
asking loads of influencers to like tweet out $2 out, please help
yeah.
us.
I think it was at one point. It was like 50.1% to Xbox, and it 50 like dead for, or 49 point whatever for Skittles. But it was such a close hit. And these mini fridges, I don't think I'll be allowed one, but I would
Oh, if
love
they
one.
do it, I'm definitely getting one. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'd like to try and pick one up.
I'll get
I've
one.
already showed my wife how it's going to sit on the desk and where it's going to sit and the cupboard. And yeah,
Yeah, definitely 100%. I'm getting my one.
I'm expecting a review from you guys then, so I want a video
Damn
review, chill temperature and everything else.
I'd be like, cancel
Beers in. Yeah.
cancel refrigeration. Too much coldness. No.
Too much.
Other people, PlayStation fans, have to use proper fridges.
yeah.
That's exactly it.
There's no hate on this podcast, honest.
And no, we love you all. I'm as big of PlayStation fans as everyone. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you, Dan. Carry on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I wondered if that was going to come up anyway. So, question of the week. Every week so far, we are going through the Gamers 30-day challenge. Obviously, we're not on for 30 days, so we're doing it each week. This week, we are at number 5, aren't we? Day 5.
Oh, we're at number 3.
No, we did 2.
No, 4 in it this week.
4. 2. Yeah,
Is
sorry. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
4.
we
Missed a week, Ross, remember?
Game that was
Yeah, but that
underrated
was-
last week. Was last week.
Was that not? Was last week? We didn't do the underrated.
We did a
last week,
double. It was the week before. I think we did double. Anyway,
Oh,
we're day
definitely
4 now.
We did one in the lost episode, I think, didn't we? And 2. I don't know. We're on 4, though.
So 4. So your guilty pleasure game, and we're gonna go with Ian. And
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
oh,
There we go, done. Yeah.
Jay, what's your guilty pleasure? Game wise, obviously, please.
Sounds a bit of body, Tyler.
Probably, actually.
Pikmin, probably, isn't it? Surely.
Well, yeah, but that's
That's not a good game.
It's an excellent game. It's more standard. I was trying to think. I'd probably go for Rocket League because that's one that I just keep coming back to all the time. Whenever I've got 5 minutes spare, I could play that every day forever. It's bloody brilliant.
Cool. Graham, your guilty pleasure. Please don't make it have wheels.
A weird one.
No.
That
Guilty pleasure.
Oh,
This is
vibrate.
something you're supposed to be ashamed for liking it.
Exactly.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
not ashamed of liking Pokemon.
No, I don't mind the Pokemon games.
No,
either.
I mean Ian. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of shame. I like the Inazuma 11 ones, but then that's not Xbox. But
yeah, Pokemon's on Xbox, but you allow it.
I suppose. Yeah. Other than Phantasy Star, I probably would say the Inazuma 11 series.
They can't really think about any Xbox guilty pleasure games because
Yeah, with these
Yeah, there's no
questions,
guilt.
we'll do across the board because I think it's only
visual
fair.
novels.
Yeah. There's no guilt attached. Doesn't work.
It's when you don't get 1,000G. Ross, what's your guilty pleasure?
Fall Guys,
Fall Guys. Oh,
love it.
Good
Is
job.
there any
for that
guilt
to go
there?
to Game Pass.
yeah, I'm trying to. I don't
It's
think
tricky,
there's
innit?
guilt there.
I'm trying to think now of something other than Rocket League.
See, mine is quite good because everyone says this game is trash, but I love it. So mine's Gunman Clive. It's all about Gunman Clive. I love that game, and everybody hates it, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I'll tell you what, actually, I've got one. It's better than Sonic Forces. That got
Sonic
absolutely
R, probably, you mean?
no Sonic Forces. Everyone like give that one shit when they come out, but I thought it was one of the best Sonic games in years. Absolutely loved it, especially some of the fast levels with the kick-ass, cheesy, like Japanese American soundtrack, and awesome. But that's pretty much
Yeah,
what
I'd
everybody.
probably pick Sonic R for you more than that.
But Sonic R is universally beloved, though.
Questionable statement there.
Yeah.
Just wait till it gets an Xbox port and goes in the Game Pass, and then we can all play it.
Jesus.
Everybody's supersonic.
Ugh.
And do you know what? I'd like to hear from our listeners. Tweet us at Xbox Tavern. Let me know your guilty pleasure game. It can be across the board. Doesn't have to be Xbox only. So let's have a look. And the one that makes me cry, we'll shout out on the podcast. Why not? Why
I
not?
thought you did something else there, but okay.
Well, I had to curb my enthusiasm. From our beloved friend Kaninch, he has posted on Discord. What's a game you've played recently that you were looking forward to playing, but was left you underwhelmed or disappointed? And I'm going to go with Ross. I want to know his game that made him disappointed.
Come back to me. That's a tricky
Come back
one.
to it. Oh, you. Okay, Ian, have you got a game that's left you disappointed, underwhelmed?
Oh, a game that thing is, when I first saw it, I thought, "Oh, this is going to be really good fun," and then when I played it, I was like, "Why did I play this in my life?" And it's probably going to be Hyperscape.
Hyperscape. Okay.
Because that looked so much fun in the press conference when they showed it all. And
Yeah.
You actually play it, and I'm like, well, this is a crock of shit.
Was that the first time it was the three of us? It was you, me, and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible, wasn't it?
And for you, oh, this is going to be really good. It's like, oh, I've seen the trailers. Yeah, this looks not too bad, actually. You know, all the different special moves and stuff, and the crown.
And
yeah,
then
no, you play and like,
Didn't
yeah,
even get that
okay.
invested. I just jumped straight in with you, and I thought it was awful.
it was bad. It was bad, wasn't it? Gray, what about yourself? Something's left you underwhelmed.
There's a couple. The first one obviously is Fallout 76. Paid money for that game. Got it on launch, and
I tried to warn you.
That's like
Well, I
Game
love the
Pass.
thought-
Oh, segue to that later.
But I played
Yeah.
all the way from like Fallout the 1 and 2 on the PC series, and loved it all the way through. Played all the other Fallouts, and so I thought this is the next one in the line, and it was Pony.
Pony's putting it politely.
Yeah. Well, it's better now apparently, but we'll find out. And yeah, the other one was one of the later Final Fantasies for the 4 dudes in the car. Just
15.
could not get on with that. They just fishing, cooking, and all over taking pictures.
Fishing?
This is all this. But, yeah. Gave up on that one as well.
Things you played the Comrades version. That's actually quite a lot of fun. I got skeptical at first, or the 15 version, and then the 15 Comrades came out where you create your own character, you do special missions and stuff. And that's actually quite a lot of fun once you put some time into it. But it's kind of one of those ones you've got to invest time and build your weapons up. But actually, once you get a bit better, it's actually quite a lot of fun.
Doesn't sound it.
Yeah, so those were the two that they really underwhelmed me.
Oh, Joe, what do you reckon your most underwhelming?
But the first one that sprung to mind was actually a review I did this week. I Saw Black Clouds by Wales Interactive. And I was really looking forward to it because I loved the last one, The Complex. I don't know if any of you... Did you play it in the end, Ian?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they've got a new one, haven't they? She Sees Red as well. I need to play that.
Yeah, that's... I don't think that's Wales, but it's the same sort of thing.
Not? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's the same sort of thing, like live interaction. But anyway, yeah, I really loved The Complex. I played it, I don't know how many times, and tried to get all the endings and stuff. It was awesome for a live action game. And then I can never get it right. I See Black Clouds. Just not very good. Boring.
That's a shame.
Confusing. Doesn't make any sense. The editing was terrible. And yeah, just I still played it 5 times. But yeah, it was not very good, unfortunately.
I must admit, when you put that game up to be like for on the review site, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks right up my street. And then I seen your review and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I do need to look into that one that you were saying, The Complex.
The Complex is awesome.
Really, Complex is really good. I recommend that too for a visual novel.
For a first
live action visual.
Because obviously live action, you kind of think Night Trap and stuff like that, the old CAC stuff. But The Complex is just brilliant. The editing's excellent. The effects aren't the best, but they get the job done. And there's so many different variants the story can go down. Whereas
Night Shift's pretty good as well. They're similar.
Yeah, I haven't played that one yet.
That's really good.
But I Saw Black Clouds. There's 2 very distinct. Like I think about 10 minutes in, you can either go left or right, basically, and they're completely different until it converges back to the end. But neither one's very good. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Disappointing.
I'll give it a go though, because it still seems one.
Yeah, if you like that sort of thing, it's probably worth a go. But I wouldn't go in expecting to sort of really get on with it, as well as, like I said, The Complex and stuff.
That's sad. Ross, yourself, what's your...
The Avengers game. Actually, come and think about it. That is not played it as recently as... hadn't played it as obviously recently, but when it first dropped, I thought, right, this is me. I'm going to be 100, 150 hours into this game without batting an eyelid. And I think I've played it for about 10, and that's me done.
10 minutes.
Yeah, so I was wholeheartedly disappointed in how that game came together. I mean, the thing is, with games like that, Fallout 76, for example, came out to begin with dreadful. So I'm not saying that Marvel's not going to fix its problems and get better, but as it stands right now, disaster.
It's similar to what happened with me when I played Destiny. I played the beta. Absolutely hated it. It was dreadful. You know, I'm not going to touch this. But then they kind of brought it out. They did a few updates, bought a few things, and I thought, I'll give this another go. I'll try it. And the original Destiny, absolutely loved. Number 2, just never gone.
So strange how they how sometimes
it sounds like beta sometimes can actually put people off. Like same with Marvel. Oh, this is gonna be really good. I'll try the beta. It's like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
So you're talking about betas. My one was Anthem. So the beta, flying was
Another one
great.
there.
And as much as I didn't get to endgame, the fact that the drop-off rate on that game was so quick, I think within inside a week, maybe shorter, people like, yeah, that's it. It's done and dusted. They couldn't play it, and it was hard to play alone as one of those games where you couldn't really play alone, a bit like Outriders to a degree. And it just shat the bed, and obviously Anthem
They're not doing any more with it.
Yeah, how long, a year? Just over a year? Maybe 2 if we're lucky, and Anthem's dead, which is sad, but hey, c'est la vie. C'est la vie.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey. Talking about hey.
Anyway, I need to go. Thanks.
Yeah, see you later, guys. Project Game
True
Pass.
story. That's one of Jamie's favourite songs.
Oh, is it? I'm going to be dropping that all the time. I love Bewitched. I like the dark-haired one as
So
well.
does Graham.
Anyway, so Project
Don't lie,
Game Pass.
Jamie. You love them too. You know all the words.
Ross alluded to this. Right, so Project Game Pass. It is Fallout 76. So we are jumping in to Fallout 76. We haven't agreed a day that we're going to play it, so we're going to do it now. Is everyone free Wednesday?
Can I just say, before we jump into this, can everybody make sure they are out the vault before we start playing it? Otherwise, it's going to be 2 hours before we actually get in and done.
Yeah, I'm
the
out
game.
the vault already. I'm in my house that me and Jamie built in the middle of the road.
So
I think that's where we've left off here.
So
if we can just make sure we're all out the
Middle of a
vault before
path
we
to the
try and
house.
start it.
So are we looking at Graham then and going, are you out the vault, dude?
No,
Hey,
but-
Miss Graham's miles away.
yeah, I'm out of the vault, but I mean, I haven't loaded the game up for a long time, so I just need to make sure we
Yep.
still go in.
So we will stream this live on Wednesday at 8 o'clock for an hour. It'll be on Twitch. Maybe I might try YouTube. We'll see how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling a bit fruity or frisky. So either follow us here on twitch.tv/Xbox Tavern or head over to YouTube. And that is, just search Xbox Tavern, but I think it's Xbox Tavern Official. And you'll get loads of videos and stuff like that. So we might hear live stream. So yes, thank you. And on that note, we're going to talk about the games we have been playing. And Ian, I am desperate to know what you've been popping in your box.
Okay. Well. Wow.
Well, sure. Hello. Yeah,
Well,
what have you been playing?
Well, I played quite a few games, but we only had to mention one, so you know.
So I want
You
to
shall
have...
mention one and one only in.
Do it now! No. Yes, I want to breed conversation with a one game. Come on.
We'll quickly segue in before we do. Obviously, I started another competition on True Achievements called Crab, which you noticed it, Dan, which is the crazy achievement. What's it? Crazy random achievement bash.
Yeah, I believe Corey's got some crabs, hasn't he?
Yes. So basically, they give you upset the competition, then they give you 30 random achievements across the games you own.
Oh yeah, I know this one.
So
Yeah.
you got to play games from that. So, in no particular order, I have played El Hijo Wild West, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Forza Horizon 4, Tinker Racers, Nexomon Extinction, Final Fantasy VII, Cyberpunk 2077, Watchdog Legions, and Wreckfest, and also GTA. Thank you.
You at least got some decent games in there to play.
Yeah, I've got quite a few.
How's Wreckfest? Is Wreckfest the weird, bizarre, like
Destruction Derby, basically.
Yeah, trailer trash-esque
It's
Yeah.
absolutely hilarious if you play
It's
online.
fun. It's good.
It's fun, but it
Yeah.
plays like no car has power steering.
Okay.
It is a fun game though, but then it's not so fun when you're a little car and Jamie's a massive
Bus.
bus. No, but it was a harvester, wasn't it?
it was a combine harvester. Yeah.
But then it just completely takes you out. But yeah, it still was good fun. That was
I had
probably
to do
my
a mate with a bus, didn't I?
that was my highlight of the game. Probably is Wreckfest.
I keep meaning to play that. It's not on Game Pass, is it? So I haven't
It is
really.
Game Pass.
It is now.
It is on Game Pass. Ooh.
Yeah, they
maybe.
added it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
I might try that then.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's
it's a lot
basically
of fun.
Stockton Derby, but a bit updated. Good fun. The career mode is not too bad, but again, it's just normal. You go through progression, just building your car up,
Yeah.
and then just
Wrecking.
trying to
the,
win races or outlast everyone that's in the derby.
Nice.
Or if you're Graham, you just come flying through midair and T-bone someone completely randomly.
Yeah,
Skills.
or go back with the wrong way around the track.
Oh, that's. Can you like team up? Is it not? I guess it's not like you can team up and one person takes out all the oppositions as you'll keep whizzing round and win.
You can team up if you want to if you're in communications, but
Not
Yeah,
trust-
not
none
team
of us trust each
racing.
other.
to it.
yeah, no one trusts each other, so we just take each other out when we see each other.
Yeah.
Especially Jamie.
Well, I've seen him play FIFA, so I can imagine what he's like in Wreckfest. Jay, I wanted to ask you about your Genesis Noir. What?
Genesis Noir. It's. I'm right at the end right now. It's literally paused behind this camera.
Oh, I thought you were still playing it. You're like, yeah, I'm just right at the end.
Yeah. Literally, I've got to this point about 3 times now, and I keep having to stop. It's a really weird, like, puzzle game. More of a narrative puzzle than a traditional puzzle. Like, it's pretty simple what you got to do. It's most of the time it's just moving the cursor around and clicking on things until you've clicked enough things you can move on to the next bit. But the style is what I really like about it. It's uber cool, like really cool. It's like it's kind of like some of the cartoons from the 80s where the animation's a bit stop-start and it's real simply drawn. It's not like precision, Pixar quality animation or anything like that, but it's really cool, really stylized. It's got like sort of like 1950s jazz type feel to it, so the music's all like low bass and random riffs and it looks really cool, and the story is, well, it's taken a bit of a turn for the worse at the minute because I'm completely lost. It's about you play as a guy called No Man, and he's in like a love triangle between this guy called Golden Boy and this singer lady who I forget her name, and you walk in as he's about to shoot her.
Oh.
But it stops, and basically him shooting her is like an allegory for the Big Bang. And then you basically explore like the creation of the universe and life and the planets and the stars and everything else. And I was following it up until we got to the very end, and now it's just gone completely off the rail. But it's good. I'm liking it. Some bits I think go a little bit too long because again, a lot of it's literally just moving the cursor around and clicking on things. But normally you have to do that 3 separate sections before you can move on to the next one. So there'd be like a puzzle piece, and you have to drag the pieces in to fit them in place, and then that'll be done. And then there'll be a slightly harder puzzle, or a slightly more complicated puzzle piece, and then there'll be an even more complicated puzzle piece. But it's the same gameplay. You're not doing anything different. It just drags it out a little bit longer than I think it needs to.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Well worth a try. Again, Game Pass.
Game Pass.
And I was actually playing it on Xcloud this morning because the kids were hogging the Xboxes, obviously. And yeah, perfect game for that as well. Doesn't require quick reflexes or anything like that, and yeah,
Works well on xCloud.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the review written. Hopefully, if I finish it tonight, get that review written tomorrow.
Don't need quick reflexes. That's Dan's cup of tea.
I'm just thinking, what are the achievements like? Quite easy?
Yeah, very easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you literally get them for finishing the chapters, and most of the chapters are maybe between 10 to 40 minutes.
So finishing a game, I'm out. Done.
Quest 1 million.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, done. One and done.
Yeah, definitely check it out if you've got Game Pass. Go for it.
No, it sounds fantastic.
That was my Quest 1 minute, a lot easier.
Graham, are you still on your Yakuza?
I am still on the train, and I've done something you haven't done, and that's completed another one.
You've done another one?
Yeah, Yakuza 0 has been done.
Yes!
And I'm now on to Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is the third one, but yeah, technically it's called Kiwami 2.
Yeah. How's that looking compared to?
Yeah, it will. They mix it up a little bit. The combat and the way you progress your skills is always slightly different from game to game, and this one's done quite nicely. It's a bit of a change, but it's captured everything like what the previous games have. It's got a super serious storyline, and then you do a side quest that completely takes you out of it, from like a random guy in his pants doing modeling shots. And yeah, it just every now and then it throws you. It's like there's this big war going on. You have to try and stop it before it spills out. And then no, it's gonna go side quest. Get modeling for someone.
You seem to mention a lot of the random side quests with the guy in his pants. Are you all right, Gray?
That's all the game is. It's just men in pants.
They're the most bizarre ones. It's just there's other funny ones, but they're the most super bizarre.
I mean, they're the ones that stick in your head the most. Men in pants.
Just because it's so your guy's so deadpan, and then he just agrees to some of the most random stuff. It's like, I need your help, mister. Can you do this? Fine. And then you just see him standing there. So why did he putting himself in this situation? But yeah, I love that series. It's always good, and the story's still staying quite good. It's tying in quite nicely, and yeah, gonna get into this one. I'll steamroll through this one as well. I've only got another like 4 or so to go.
But you're doing quite well considering they're pretty large games that you've smashed out.
Yeah, well, the 0 one, to be fair, I didn't cut into a lot of the bigger side quest bit into it, because you're supposed to do a real estate bit as the main guy, Kiryu, and running a cabaret as Majima on the other side. But you can sort of do that, but it's not as fun as some of the other side quests. But if you did that to its full completion, you unlock more skills and stuff, but you don't need them. They're just game stretches. So it's one of those things, if that was the only game you had, you'd do it all just to sort of maximize all of the game, but you don't need it to finish the game.
Okay.
Hearing you talk about Yakuza every week, I actually had the original one on PS2 and I couldn't get on with it, and I wish I'd sort of stuck with it now, because it probably would have been up my street. Obviously not as good as Shenmue, but yeah, probably would have enjoyed it. But
you've got no excuse. It's in Game Pass.
This is my only excuse is time. If I could have more time, that'd be wonderful.
Get that xCloud out, baby.
Exactly.
Ross, how's it been going for you? Because I know you had to head into work, didn't you, at some point last week?
So yeah, I've been doing my return to work this week for the grand opening as of tomorrow. So my gaming time has been limited this week, so I plodded on with some Ultimate Team. Spent far too much time playing stupid Ultimate Team crap. So I don't think I'll ever learn with FIFA that it doesn't matter how many fantastic results I get and think I'm going to get somewhere. FIFA's against everybody who doesn't earn them money.
You can shat the bed with FIFA quite easily. I've seen people have the best team in the world and some guy have Joe Blogg's average team and still give them a hiding. FIFA Ultimate Team is something that...
I mean, I do enjoy the whole... I like this new thing they've brought out with the sort of co-op Ultimate Team, where you can jump in and do your Ultimate Team together and things like that. It adds a nice little bit of replayability for Ultimate Team when you're getting a little bit frustrated. At least if you're playing it with a mate, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable.
Cheating though, isn't it?
Nah, if it's there to be
need to
used,
play well
then,
together. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like Jamie and Graham, then
if anything, I was going to say, if you're playing with Dan, you should get more points for the back end of it.
Hey, I am or was a pretty good FIFA player. I was.
Where are you though?
FIFA 98.
Yeah. FIFA 98. James,
you forget I've played in pro clubs with you. I've seen what you're like on a weekly basis. It's not pretty.
And I cleared up that defence every time. I was the CDM king.
Oh yeah.
I've just give me a second, guys. Hang on. I've just been notified from the producer.
The police.
We are 1 hour 4 minutes in. Get the Gestapo in.
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
On a
Yeah,
side
help
note,
it up.
on a side note for FIFA, we need to get a pro club stream put together.
Just to watch Jamie and Dan play 100%.
Just for the sheer comedy value.
So
I'm up for that.
And you've even got me as well. It just gets to the point where I don't really care too much anymore.
we'll,
So you don't care too much. I don't care at all. So fucking throw in there.
So there's one.
You only get me for 45 minutes, and after half, I'm like,
So what's that?
how can
One
I
red
sabotage this?
and one yellow already. We'll do that next week. We'll do that on a Wednesday. We'll get a FIFA game if everyone's up for it.
Yep.
Would be a good laugh. I have been, as I've mentioned earlier, been playing Outriders, and forgetting about the servers, I've got an issue that I found when the demo dropped. I don't know if you've seen this, Ross, but as you've got your gun and you're kind of shooting, you aim down sights. For some reason, it occasionally speeds up, so you could be like locked on to the left-hand side at 1 minute, and then just you're trying to hit the next target over, and your cursor just flies off the screen.
No, I can't say I've not seen
Have you
something like that. I've seen a couple of things with the cover system, but I've not seen anything like that. No.
So I need to record a video showing it, but it seems like the control system, or even when you're moving as well, if you push that kind of too far down, you speed up. It's the same with your gun. If you move that cursor too quickly or that stick too quick, it flies off the screen, and that's my one bugbear with the game. I need to kind of go into the settings and see if I can fine tune kind of the handling of the controller.
Or you're just really bad at the game.
I've died a few times. Let's just leave it at that. I could be bad at the game. I'm sure I've seen people mention how controlling.
It does sound more like an issue than it does. I mean, it's like you say, you need to play with the settings to find out what's good for you.
Yeah.
Apparently, there is a few things in the settings that if you tweak it, it makes the gameplay. I'm not saying it's a bad gameplay, but it makes the gameplay a little bit more enjoyable,
more refined.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it.
Yeah. I'm going to dig in and see how that goes. So I'm looking forward to it. Story's good. Collecting guns and everything else is quite good. I think I'm only level 4, so I'm really, just into baby steps of the game. But I'm hoping to push on, and I'm hoping this is going to be my multiplayer game for the next few months at least. But we shall wait and see.
Is there any like matchmaking or anything, or is it just like friends only?
I think it's either. So I was playing it and I was going through a mission, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, someone dropped in my game. Out of nowhere. So I don't know whether I had kind of, some games they can lock it so it's invite only or, friends only. So some random guy joined me. And he was all right for a couple of levels, helped me out. I'm not going to complain. But it was frustrating that it wasn't obvious, or I couldn't see whether I had the lobby opened or closed. I may have not been paying attention, which is, let's be blunt, usually the case.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, more than likely.
Might it be something along the lines of Destiny, where they have they have like set sections where players all bundle together and then you move on and you sort of separate again?
So, well, I thought that, but it's not, because it didn't happen when I played on the demo. So I did play this part of the game in the demo, and it just didn't. That wasn't the case.
Okay.
So I don't, like I said, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, as I said, let's be honest. I may not look like I'm blonde, but guys, I am blonde.
That's some cracking just for men you've got going on.
I'll tell you what, the greys are coming through, guys. I'll tell you.
I know too well.
So I'm no one to talk. I can state of this shit.
Well,
I'm all right.
yeah, well, can't wait to get a haircut. So, going to drop at the moment. If you head over to xboxtavern.com, we have some reviews that have recently just come up. Space Otter Charlie has just dropped. That got an 8. I can't see who reviewed it because that would involve me clicking on it.
Ross H.
Ross H.
Hodge.
We also have Squad Killer, which was reviewed by myself, and that got a 4. Stay away from it, please, is my polite answer to that. And then we also have It Takes Two, which hit an astonishing 9, which seems to be getting some beautiful reviews across the board from everyone.
I would even say that that's harsh that it was only a 9.
Ooh.
I'm still so surprised at the love it's getting.
That game was fantastic.
I'll definitely be picking up this game.
It is
said I was on the
absolutely
fence.
amazing.
Yeah, once I get paid in a few days' time, that's going to be a purchase for me.
You've played A Way Out, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm through just before 3/4 of the way through, so that's going to be done and dusted. I wasn't too sure whether
Done and dusted by next year.
Yeah, done and dusted.
No, that'll be
Game's
done.
only like
Yeah.
5 hours long.
I can't. How long have you been playing that? I saw you been playing that for like months.
Yeah,
I have
it's
been, yeah.
only-
So like podcast 1, we talked about you playing The Way Out.
And then I stopped for a while. Okay, my co-op buddy, my naked brother-in-law, hasn't been here. He's got a new job now. He doesn't work weekends. We're going to be smashing this out.
I would say that
not a
It
word
Takes
I'll be
Two
using.
is 10 times the game of A Way Out.
Yeah, I was on the fence on the on how it looked, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to be playing it, so I can't wait.
Not part of EA Play, though, is it?
So
yet,
you've got
anyway.
I believe you've got the trial or a
You
demo.
get the discount.
But yeah,
It's not like in the vault type idea, so you don't get it as part of that.
I'll
It'll be
be,
the vault soon, then, probably.
I would imagine
It's-
so.
Normally they have
what
a
ma-
6 or 12 months gap before they go into the vault.
What makes it so much better than A Way Out is A Way Out had small sections in it where you had to rely on the other person to proceed to the next part. And It Takes Two, the whole game is pretty much designed that you need to work together, and you can just have absolute chaos with whoever
It's
you're
similar to
playing with.
Unravel 2. If you play a co-op,
Yeah.
you need both of you to actually be slightly competent in what you're doing.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe I might pick it.
yeah, that's the Dan's screwed. Just watch a video, Dan. It's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe me and you should play it, Dan.
What,
Stream
stream
it?
it?
Yes,
Fucking
yes,
clusterfuck.
yes.
Stream the game would be amazing.
Granddad's gaming.
Oh yeah,
What you doing? What button? What? Yeah, so head over to xboxtavern.com. You'll get all our reviews. You'll also see what is going on in April and what Jamie's excited about with the games dropping. So head over there. We also have some YouTube content that has dropped. So in the past week, we've got the new Games with Gold for April, which has dropped, which was created by Ross. So thank you very much for that. We also have his weekly news video out every Wednesday, apart from last week, which was a Thursday.
news video or news dump?
It's weekly new dump.
New dump.
So we'll from now on refer it as the new dump. So he
Yep.
did a new dump on Thursday. We also have a MLB The Show video, which dropped. I'll quickly go over it dropping in Game Pass, really, and a trailer. So watch it, don't watch it. I'm easy. And then meow.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
As James said, please like,
That
subscribe.
bell icon.
And then we also have the video review of Squad Killer to go with the review on the site. I'm going to take a breath. Ross is going to push us through the Games with Gold for April. Take it away, sir.
So we have Vikings Wolves of Midgard from the 1st to the 30th of April. We have Truck Racing Championship, which will be from the 16th of April to the 15th of May. Go back to the old school games. We have Dark Void, which will be available from the 1st to the 15th of April. And then last but not least, we have Hardcore Uprising, which will be from the 16th to the 30th of April.
Bang average.
Not the best stuff, but I mentioned to my friend the other day, I was watching your video, Ross, and I was at work, and I said to my mate, "Oh, here's one for you," because he loves cars and stuff. And I was joking. I was like, "Oh, it's a truck driving simulator." He goes, "Oh yeah, I was going to buy that actually." What? Yeah, I was thinking about picking up last night. You know, it's free on Game Pass. What? Oh, I won't bother then. He was proper excited. And I was like, okay.
I must admit,
Racing Championship. Yeah.
I watched. I'm trying to think. I think it was Major Nelson put up about Vikings Wolves of Midgard, and I've actually looked in a couple of videos from that. That game looks surprisingly pretty good fun. So I'm going to give that one a little bash and have a look at how that looks.
Yeah, I thought that piqued my interest as well.
Yeah,
It's sad though, because we're expecting or wanting this big, huge kind of title to drop with Games with Gold, and it just doesn't.
They're
thing
too
is-
busy focusing on Game Pass. Though, man.
Yeah,
I think you can't complain
what's the
too much
point?
with free games.
Yeah, what's the point of stressing too much about what's games with gold? Everybody's focused on what's coming to Game Pass, and that's they should use games with gold to drop something like
MLB The Show. Sod it. Do it.
Oh my
No, I was gonna say-
god, that would no.
like Killer Queen Black, for example. Drop that as like the game for a month because people still pick up games with gold games and play them, and they might not scroll through every single game that's in Game Pass to see it. So things like that, Project Winter, they would be perfect games to drop into games with gold.
Yeah, or even to have some sort of not live service game, but a game where it drops in for free, but there are the ability for the devs to earn some more money through that game being played, where you buy costumes, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
So I meant to do a video this weekend, but I've been just absolutely busy. So there'll be a video dropping this week about games with gold and some of my thoughts and what they could do or should do. And let's be honest, Microsoft are not going to listen to me anyway, so they'll do whatever they want.
Still
One
quite
little-
nice to see. Oh, sorry, go on, Ross.
I was going to say one little side point on games with gold. Fall Guys came to PlayStation as part of PS Plus. Do you think they might drop any games with gold for the first month?
I think
See,
it
I
would make
thought
sense.
that, and it makes sense if they did that, but also thought maybe Game Pass.
I've got a
Yeah,
feeling.
Pass.
I'm just thinking for that month type idea, like how they done
I
with
think
PS
more
Plus.
instead they'll just go Game Pass, all in Game
Yeah.
Pass.
I think Game
I'll be
Pass-
shocked
Go
if
on.
they make you buy it.
That's what I thought.
really surprised.
I thought I considered games with gold. Oh, that's a good chance. They got a month to buy it and then to play it. But then I thought to myself, oh, then you've got it forever. Then, if you just do Game Pass, then Game Pass for a year, would you be done with it within a year?
Yeah,
won't
I
play
think it
again
makes
after
more
that.
sense in it because, as you said, if they had released it nearer to when it originally come out and tried to make you buy it, they might have been all right because the hype was quite high, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the
Now
when
it's
it first
season
launched,
4,
but
so
now, yeah, I mean, it's still popular, obviously, but I don't think it's quite got that oomph behind it anymore. So it's got to come on either or service. I don't think they can just drop it for 20 quid or whatever it is in the store.
No,
I
you're
think
right,
The video that Dan drops on YouTube playing Fall Guys is going to break the internet.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah,
to
I
play it.
can't wait. I might actually make sure I'm playing with at the same time just so I can sabotage him.
It's great, honestly. Dan will be hilarious playing this game.
If that comes to Game Pass, no matter what, I think
That's-
when's it comes out? August, isn't it?
Yeah,
This
whatever
is
game we
summer,
have
Yeah.
for that
That
month,
next one's going to be
regardless if
that
it's
game.
regardless if it's AAA, 4A, whatever, the month that comes to Game Pass, it's straight in there as Game Pass, Project Game
Projects.
Pass.
A4, yeah, A4 paper, awesome. I'm in. Sods, completely derail me. Right, I think on that bombshell, I need to get some food. I'm going to let you.
Wait, sorry.
gentlemen-
Wait.
Oh.
Sorry.
We haven't
Play
had
Res-
any Resident Evil this week.
Play Resident Evil, please. Thank you. Cheers. I haven't
We
played it
almost-
this week.
We almost managed a whole week without Resident Evil talk.
They
we were
dropped.
like-
We haven't done that arcade talk either.
They dropped the
that
PS4
needs to be
Pro. PS4 Pro footage of Resident Evil Village. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure it's good.
Have you
So
seen
When
the-
is Village out?
Have you seen the new
just
GTA
just over a
5
month.
stuff?
GTA 5 stuff?
They done like a teaser of what GTA 5 is going to look like on next gen, and holy crap!
Oh no, I haven't seen that. I need to check that
Oh
out.
wow! I might actually throw it in this week's news story. Holy
Oh,
crap!
definitely do. Yeah, I might check that out.
This looks
Some homework.
unbelievable. See how you see some of these PC games where it actually looks like they're driving in real life? That's what it looks like.
No way.
Ooh.
It's nice. Anyway, I'll save that for Wednesday.
Cool.
Can't go bowling in it though.
It goes in.
There you go.
Tennis and
Jeez.
golf though.
Golf, yeah.
Oh, a bit of mini golf on the driving range. Right, okay. It's time to get some shut eye and for me to get some pizza.
Shut eye.
Yeah,
Shut eye.
shut eye, some sleep. Anyway,
We're not all geriatric.
Oh, my granddad, calm down.
if I'm not in bed by 10, I'm
Hey,
not up at 7.
Jay's know what he's talking about.
That's why Jay's just sitting like this.
Jay's like,
I'm just slowly sliding down this chair. It's like, I wonder if he knows I'll just doze off.
Right,
peppermint tea.
He's talking about sleep. It's giving him a little tickle in his loins.
He's trying bottoms already.
oh God.
Haven't had my faggots yet.
Oh,
Thanks for tuning in.
Listen, c'est la vie.
Oh God, will you?
Gotta let me in. Hey.
Right, I'm going to do this.
Let
Thanks
the
for
fun
tuning in,
begin.
you mother of Jesus. Thanks for tuning in. For more Xbox Tavern content, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Xbox Tavern. To see all the other reviews, as I've mentioned before, xboxtavern.com. Check out our videos, which are on YouTube, and that's Xbox Tavern Official on YouTube. And I can't believe you've put that video in the background. I have been at Chocolate Bear. If you want to follow me on Twitter. Don't watch this FOD.
Let's just go home.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm calling it an end.
Play Resident Evil. Bye.
Take care, guys. All the best. Bye.
Bella Bean.